ladies and gentlemen, these are the top tables. Like, this is where we're at. We're showing you feature matches for players that are on 4-0 right now. And obviously, Demir is really delivering, whether that is Tempo, whether that is Reanimate, and then Oops. What other decks? I know that we just saw Painter last round, Katie.
All right, so we currently have 9 undefeateds.
9 undefeateds.
And I'm going to list all of those undefeated deck lists. So we have Colorless Mystic Forge, which we have not seen on stream.
I want to see that.
There's Demir Reanimator, Oops All Spells, Cephalid Breakfast, Demir Reanimator, Demir Tempo. We have Is It Delver.
There we go.
And then we have Mono Red Stompy. And then we have, it says just Wooberg. I'm guessing he didn't select. He's also on Demir Reanimator. So out of the 9 undefeateds, we have 1, 2, 3 Demir Reanimators, 1 Demir Tempo, 1 Mystic Forge, 1 Cephalid Breakfast, 1 Oops All Spells, and then a Mono Red Stompy.
Okay. I mean, that's certainly what we would expect par for the course, right? Like, with what is hot in Legacy right now with the meta, post bans, where we're at, like, that's none of that's surprising, you know? Like, that's where we're at, so. Okay.
Yeah, and there's a bunch more Reanimator in the X1 bracket, which it was going to be the most popular deck.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what we expected. And hopefully we can get a good game out of here, out of this Oops All Spells versus Demir Tempo matchup.
Okay. Holy cow, is Oops already just... He's just sorting
Looks
through
like
his
they're
deck.
going off on turn 1.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, is he going on? Like,
Yeah, it looks like Oops All Spells already won game
Okay,
one while
whoa.
we were looking at statistics.
Yeah, okay. Again, we're just trying to do the rigor and the homework, you know. We look down for a minute, and Oops pops off. It does its thing. You got some Narcomoebas that come into play. Yeah. So that was that. And again, like we mentioned earlier, and not to beat a dead horse, but just the mental rigor it takes to slug it out in one of these long tournaments, especially for those players who are going to make it to the top tables, and they're going to make it through the Swiss to the top 8. Like, you want to play a good fast deck, like to your point where Caden was mentioning, like whether it's...
You know if you're winning or losing.
Yeah, exactly, because you want to be able to take a break, you know, chat with your friends, get a bite to eat and stuff like that. Like, it's a slugfest if you're trying to do that with some type of very grindy mid-range deck or a control deck, which is not currently viable in Legacy right now. So, okay. So Demir just, wow, that was probably the first time Jake saw that today. Obviously, if he's 4-0, like, he probably wasn't pushed like that in any of his previous rounds. So,
Right.
Yeah. Oops goes Bird. Now I know that
There are
some of the,
20 out of the 144 players that showed up. At least 23 players were on Reanimator.
okay, and these are all probably not all, but a lot of them are top tables, right? So yeah.
Yeah, we have 2 of them that are undefeated.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is there any spice in Melee right now? Like, I mean, maybe like not in the top.
Maybe not in the top.
Yeah,
list.
not in the tops, but just like down in there, someone, you know, trying to kick butt, doing the Lord's work with goblins. I know that we mentioned there's an
So
Elves player.
I do see a Cloud Post. I see
Okay,
a couple of
there
Lance
we go.
players.
Yeah.
I see a Necro Dominance combo deck.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's probably a different.
Is that a Demir kind of variant?
It says mono black.
Okay, mono black necro. Okay. Like a Leyline Helm, maybe? Like, I don't know, like, what mono black. Yeah. Okay.
This says Abzan Cradle Control. I'm guessing it's probably.
That's just like a cradle deck, right?
Yeah, Cradle.
Deck,
There were a couple Stifle Knots today.
Okay.
There was Boros Initiative.
Okay, initiative. Okay.
Let's see here. There was an Esper Stone Blade, and there was an Esper Control deck.
Esper Control.
There was a bit of Visit Delver.
Okay.
And several Oops All Spells. There was a Sultai Elves deck, like I mentioned earlier.
Okay.
There was a Teamer Delver deck.
Okay. Shout out to all the Teamer Delver players. My little brother still has Boomer Teamer Delver sleeved up at home, so
There were
Pretty cool.
3 Orzhov Death and Taxes decks, and there was a single Mardu list. I'll take a look at that later. There were a couple store players. Let's see here. A bit of show and tell, a bunch of Reanimator.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can find the wheat and the chaff. Looks, and there was quite a few like Mystic Forge combo decks. So Saltael seems like to be a one-off. I haven't seen any like burn players,
Yeah.
which makes me a little sad.
I have burn sleeved up at home too. Now your burn deck, Caden, correct if I'm wrong. Don't you have like different arts for every burn spell or something like that?
Yeah, so a lot of the art, burn spells are different arts. A lot
Okay.
of the lands are different burn spells.
Okay.
I had some beta mountains, but
Okay.
any mountain that wasn't beta was a different art.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
And then a lot of the burn spells were different arts, like all the lightning bolts,
Yeah.
all of the skewer the critics. They were all different arts. It was like to add to the extra amount of cringe that my opponent had to face.
Yeah. I think that psychological warfare, I think, is pretty cool.
Even
That's
price
pretty
of
awesome, right?
even Price of Progress that doesn't have that many printings. I managed to have a different printing for every single
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
because there was a secret layer of Price of Progress.
That's
I
cool.
managed to get one of those copies, and
Okay.
that wasn't a cheaper copy compared to the rest of them. Which, hear me now, Wizards. I would love to have Price of Progress printed into Modern.
That's a good. It's a fair Magic card. It's a fair Magic card.
It just ask
I love
everybody be on the same playing field. Let's play some basics and not.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's an awesome check and balance. I wish we saw more of it. I know that when Is It Delver was really top tier, people were playing a couple of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, because it would really punish. I'm a Goblins player, so I notoriously have very few basics. I've got like my Caverns, I've got Badlands, I've got tons of fetches and stuff. So I've been blown out many a game by back to basics, and it's painful. So. So let's see. Jake, I assume, is going to be on the play. Let's see if he's going to resolve like a turn 1 Tameo, or maybe like a Thoughtseize. We've seen
Or
a
any spell.
or does it do anything? We've seen a ton of Thoughtseize today too. Holy cow, that card's really still a card, you know. Just I think the value. Yes, it's great. You make your opponent discard a non-land card of your choice, but the information value. A turn 1, being able to in a competitive environment write those cards down and kind of have some awareness of where your opponent's at. You know, it's a big deal. That information's huge.
It looks like we have a mulligan from the Demir player, and
Okay.
it appears Oops All Spells is content with the hand that they have.
Yeah, that's
Which
not
is
where I wanna be.
terrifying whenever you're on the
Exactly.
play.
Yeah.
Whenever you're having to go down in cards, whenever you're the Demir
Yeah.
player, and the Oops
That's-
All Spells player says, I'm fine.
Yeah, that's got to make that Demir player with the Force of Will or Negation or Daze losing that much tempo. Ooh, that's got to be tough. So.
Now, I guess let's. I'm gonna see if I can try to figure out what kind of sideboard options these players had. So, Oops All Spells player. So he's playing against Demir Tempo. He does have Goblin Charbelchers in his sideboard. He has Duresses. Leyline of the Void is unneeded, but he may not know if his opponent's on Demir Tempo or on the Reanimator, so he may have brought in Leylines anyway. And then he also has some Nature's Claims and LEDs in his sideboard. Let's take a look and see what our Demir Tempo player has access to.
It's a nice full.
Looks like we don't have any opening ley lines. So out of the sideboard, he has a couple of consigned memories to help stop those triggered abilities. Not necessarily the activated ability of Spy, but he could stop colorless spells like the rant spells. He has a couple of Force Negation, which I imagine those definitely had to have come in. He also has a Grafdigger's Cage, and that could help here as well.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So we see a Christopher Rush Brainstorm getting resolved right now. Christopher Rush, again, one of the greats from Magic art from the years. Again, he was the original artist. He was the artist for Black Lotus and stuff. He's no longer with us. Christopher Rush, huge fan. If you ever see his signature on a card, you know it's really special, and he meant a lot to the Magic community. So. But that card, Brainstorm, is so powerful. It is actually restricted in Vintage, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
You only get one copy.
Yeah.
We just now saw Wasteland on that black source for Daniel. I imagine since he kept 7, he's got to have multiple black sources.
Mm-hmm.
He does. It looks like that's a Bogger Trawler. He's going to shock himself down to 17. See if he's going. He's going to play Cabal Therapy.
Okay.
And Jake said, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Does set him back a little bit.
Yeah.
He has to replay his land, so they're both stuck on one. They're both on one land. See, Daniel has a 3rd mana source. He only plays most of these lists are only playing 11. We're going to see if he's playing more.
Oh, he's dropping.
All right, he's going for it, and it looks like Jake might be
Force
put a force on it.
pitching. Is that Kaito? Or
That's Pitch Kaido.
Kaido, okay, yep,
That
force.
is the borderless version of Kaido.
Okay. Some of those look really sharp. I do like those cards. They look good.
And then we have another Wasteland for Daniel's last black source. See if he's able to draw out of it. Looks like it's going to be a pass-go situation.
Okay. All right. There's a lot of draw go. Okay.
Fortunately, this is what we saw last time whenever we saw neutral spells versus.
Yeah, and then it just out of nowhere just exploded, right?
Alright, so he's playing 4 Boggart Trawlers, 4 Agadeem's Awakening, and 4 Fell the Profane. So he's playing 12 mana sources that are not Lotus Petal effects. He's already had 2 of them gone, so he only has 10 left. And then Jake, he has an Orcish Bowmaster in play, so yeah, he has a clock. He's got an 8-turn clock, but it's still a clock. We have a Ponder. Opts to not shuffle, and then cast a Thoughtseize. Daniel does let it resolve.
Okay.
Doesn't look like he had a way to be able to respond to it
It's a
anyway.
full grip, huh?
7.
Yeah, full 7 cards.
But like Narcomoeba is completely dead in hand, you know?
Yeah, he
like,
has a Char Belcher. He has.
the Jack-o'-lantern can help make mana, right?
Right. Yeah, if he was able to go to discard, he could have discarded the Jack-o'-lantern. Looks like we are going to go ahead and discard a Char Belcher.
Okay.
See if he draws the mana source. It's no. So if he goes to discard next turn, he could discard the Jack-o'-lantern for a mana source, but may not be enough. Finds a Lotus Petal. Imagine this will get a response out of Jake. Hard cast days.
Jake's in a good spot.
Yeah, I feel like Jake probably has this wrapped up with him being able to wasteland both black sources that Daniel had.
Yeah. He's either going to win or Daniel's going to scoop in a few turns, I think, unless some miracle happens.
Alright, so he does discard the Jack-o'-lantern to hand size. We have 4 turns left on this clock.
Yeah.
Looks like we get another Goyf that speeds up the clock a lot. It's got land, sorcery, instant in the graveyard, so that's 3 types at least that I can see. And discards a creature to hand size. And 4-turn clock turns into a 2-turn clock. He goes to 3. Can he draw out of it? He can't even shock a land in anymore. He can if he wants to, but he'll die. And then that'll be the game.
Going to round 3.
Going to game 3. Oops, all spells gets to be on the play this time. Should be interesting. Hopefully, we'll see some nice little fireworks for us to show off. Our other match is still playing. Looks like they're also going to. It looks like they're resolving mulligans for a different game, whether it be for game 2 or game 3. As you can tell, as these players are doing, it's always important to keep your deck face down, facing away from you when you're shuffling. You don't want it facing up or looking. Have any kind of shot of you being able to look at the cards. Always want to be able to try to change the top card of your library too. You get to where there's true randomness and there's nothing, anything weird going on. Alright, let's see if Daniel gets another keep 7. Demir player mulligans before he even knows if Daniel's keeping or not. I'm guessing based off of posture, perhaps Daniel is keeping. Looks like that's a yes.
So Daniel's going to be on the play, so I assume, hopefully he has a good hand, he's just going to try to go. Right? He's gonna try
A lot of the time, it's very beneficial for you to just try to pop off on turn 1, make it to where you're not weak to days, only to force a will and force negation. And he has 4 pact of negation to help fight against those spells.
That's fine.
Looks
Hey,
like we have a bold of 5 from Demir.
that's not where you want to be on the play, right?
You're on the draw in this
Or sorry,
situation.
on the draw.
So you have even less possible chances, less cards to be able to pitch the forces. So if you wanted to have double force backup, you would have to have 2 forces, 2 blue cards, and then maybe a land.
I mean, Daniel might be like, dude, if he's got a decent hand.
If he has a sealed
get
pact
it,
of negation, he
he's
can
gonna
kind of
go.
clean this up if he has the win.
Yeah, he's just going to go. I'd be a little tilted if I was 4-0, I'm in round 5, I'm on game 3, and I'm mulling to 5. My headspace would not be, I'd be a little.
Mulligan to 5 against a deck that loves to be
Just
keeping
go,
7.
just explode, Yeah. Because you
Alright.
can't just like dig yourself out of it, right?
Alright, so it looks like we're going to have a shock from Daniel.
Okay.
Down to 17.
Is that the Bogart Bog, backside of Bogart Trotter?
It is.
Land? Okay.
It looks like that was a dark ritual, and then we have a force
here we
pitch
go. We got
force.
3 black. I love that
Force pitch
artwork.
days.
Okay, yep, there we go. None of that shenanigans. So that means that Jake has 3 cards in hand now.
Yeah, he's down to 3 cards while
Drew's four.
Daniel still has 5. And then we have a Thoughtseize from Jake,
Thoughtseizes is a good card.
and it resolves. He shows him Spy, Thoughtseize,
Poxwalker.
2 Guides, Poxwalker.
Poxwalker, if folks are not familiar in the chat, is a really neat card. It's kind of a dredge card from Warhammer 40K. It's super cool. Really cool artwork. So.
Looks like this is a Force Pass Go from Daniel, and he doesn't have any counter magic himself. He doesn't have any pact negation. So even if he finds himself something, based off the way that he's twisted, it looks like he drew a land, and it looks like we're going to have a pitch card to Poxwalker.
Poxwalker, okay. So that's a 3/1, I believe, and it does some shenanigans. We'll look it up real quick, chat.
So Poxwalker is a 3/1 with Death Touch. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So even if Jake kills it, he can just bring it
You
back
can
later.
keep bringing it back, right? Yeah, which is super cool, super relevant.
It itself is inherently a clock. It is a 6-turn clock because Jake is already at 17 from his own Thoughtseize and Fetch land. Life totals are resources. Looks like we have resolved our Surveil land, and then we pass it back to Daniel.
Notably, Jake, I'm sure, is running some Fatal Push, but he can only push the Poxwalker if he sacrificed something with the Revolt.
Right.
Okay. So because it's a 3-mana card. So.
Yeah.
We're petty thefting the
Returning
Poxwalker back to hand.
Poxwalker, yeah. And then let's see. So we have a Lotus Petal in play.
Yeah, the Poxwalker just got petty theft back.
Yeah, he is playing 4 Fatal Push.
Poxwalkers comes back. Daniel's stuck another land. So Daniel's pretty good with mana, right? With 3.
Yeah, he don't have any 3 mana sources. He's no longer weak to Wasteland.
Yep. Oh, you're right. That's
And
right.
another. That's a Bogger Trawler, I believe.
Okay, he's just playing that just to blow up the graveyard?
Yeah, it just
Okay.
exiles his graveyard and makes it
That's-
harder for him to cast any Murktide Regents.
That's
Which he's not playing any, but it does turn his Nether Goyce off.
and that's another 3/1 beater, right?
Yeah, sure is.
I mean,
That's
that's
6.
that's
And that Brazen Bar cannot block.
correct. Yep. It's like 3/1s. I mean, because that's a 3/1 as well, right?
Looks like they are
That's
both
cool.
on 2-turn clocks.
Yeah.
He's attacking for 3. He's attacking for 6.
This is going to be a short game.
It's going to come down to this. If Jake has removal spell, he could end this. Oh,
Okay.
Daniel's just going for another spell. He's got a Goblin Belcher.
Oh, we're belching.
Let's
We
see.
belching,
What does
Jack?
Jake have in hand? He has 1 card in hand. Does he have a...
What has he got?
Oh! Signed Delivery replicated
Whoa,
twice.
dude! Oh!
All right, 2 cards in hand now.
Whoa! Okay.
See what Jake is able to find here.
So he's gonna put.
It can't block, so it's go tack him down to 3. Does he find removal spell? Finds an Orcish Bowmasters. That does block and can kill something. Daniel says it's good.
Okay.
Well, that puts Daniel in the hot seat. He has to find something this turn, and it can't involve drawing cards.
Okay. Although he'll take the damage off the Bowmaster.
Right.
Yep. What's he gonna do? Does Demir Tempo just pull this out?
Sure does.
That's it.
Demir Tempo
Jake?
for the win.
5-0 with Demir Tempo. Mole to 5 on game 3.
And it does look
Wow.
like our other match looks like they are also wrapping up, so
Okay.
we can...
Yeah, we can hop. Chat, that was pretty cool. You know, like that's, I'm not a Demir player, but like, wow. Like, mulling to 5 in game 3, I'd be a little bit knocked off my rocker. I'd be a little tilted. But he was able to stabilize and really stop. Was that initial, was it a force? What was the early countering?
It was Force of Negation Pitch of Days.
Yes, okay, yeah. And that
Stopping
was
the Dark Ritual.
Stopping that Dark Ritual, that turn 1 Dark Rit. So that was that's
It was a very big play.
Yeah.
He didn't wait to try to stop a creature or stop a Goblin Char Belter. He just
Yeah.
stopped the Dark Ritual out the gate. Very smart play by the Demir Tempo player. And they showed why they're 5-0.
that was, yeah.
So good luck to him in the next round, and we'll see y'all in round 6.
See you soon.
We might be able to get one of these players in here if we got plenty of time.
Yeah, we have like 20 minutes, so let me see if.
So might be able to get one of these players in here.
Want to see if we can grab Jake?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Right, chat. We're here with Jake. Jake, congrats. You are 5-0.
Thank you.
With Demir Tempo. How was that game 3? A mold of 5?
4.
Oh, you mold of 4. I missed. Okay, mold of 4. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay. And you were able to stabilize and just talk us through your process of like how that went.
Well, basically, I just had to mulligan really aggressively because of the matchup.
Okay.
And the first few hands just didn't have any interaction. I didn't have any Force of Wills,
Okay.
any Fairy Macabres, and anything to interact with
Okay.
the Oops All Spells deck.
Okay.
And the 4-card hand, for being a mold of 4, was about as good as you could ask for. I think the 4-card keep was Underground Sea, Thoughtseize, Daze, Force of Negation.
Okay.
So I have interaction for turn 0, interaction for turn 1 with the Thoughtseize, and then hope it plays out good from there.
And stabilize and buy you some time and space, and then ultimately secure the win. So how does Demir Tempo feel overall today? Feel pretty good?
It feels very good. It has
Okay.
game against pretty much everything.
Oh yeah, okay, we can tell.
I don't have any like amazingly overwhelming favorite
That's fine.
matchups,
Okay, yeah.
but I think that I have the ability to match up with pretty much anything and have a shot. So
Is there any card that is standing out for you today that you really like? You really want to see this in your opening hand that's really paying its dividends?
Nethergoyf's been very good.
Okay.
Nethergoyf's been awesome, and Wasteland has been huge. Wasteland's always good.
I'm
Wasteland's
a
always
huge
good, but it's been
Wasteland
good.
enjoyer myself, so that's awesome. Again, trying to keep the mana bases fair. Well, We don't want to take up too much of your time, but
If you
best
wouldn't
of
mind
luck.
telling us before,
Yeah,
before
go
you
for
go,
it.
where are you traveling?
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm in from Kansas City. Shout out to Spanky's Card Shop.
Yeah, okay. I used to live out near Fort Leavenworth. I was military, so not far from Kansas City.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so was that about a 5-hour drive down?
A little bit less, like 4 hours, 45 minutes or so.
Okay. Is there a legacy scene up there in Kansas City, or how's that?
Yeah, Spanky's, we usually get like 8 to 12 legacy
Good,
players
okay.
every week, and it's a blast. So.
Okay, cool. Well, congrats and good luck, and when you get home, enjoy some good barbecue. But
I
thank
know.
you.
It's especially great. We got my friend Jeff was the other feature match area.
Oh, okay,
and
that's cool.
We both drove down together, we're both 5-0, so love to see
Okay, well,
it.
just dig in and enjoy Oakland while you're here, and good luck at getting a shot at that ancestral. Okay.
All right, thank you
All right,
very much.
hey, take care.
Have
Out
a good
here.
one.
We'll see you, chat. Give us a second.